This beautiful looking guitar is the Gordon Smith Gatsby. It's loaded with a great sounding set of GS P90 pickups, so these are single coil pickups. We also get a tremolo arm that gives us the option to lock it completely if we want more of a hardtail design. Now this is handmade in the UK and you can fully customize these Gordon Smith guitars. A massive thank you to the folks at DI Music here in Australia for sponsoring this video. While I don't get to keep this guitar, this video is still sponsored, but I'm still going to give you my thoughts about it at the end. This is a great sounding guitar, both clean and dirty, as you're about to hear in this intro track. Let's get into it. Alright, let me give you a quick rundown of what you need to know about this electric guitar. The Gordon Smith Gatsby is a solid body electric guitar, and this is a lefty, but you can of course also get it in a righty. We get a maple neck with a rosewood fingerboard, and we get nice large frets as well, and they feel great. There's no sharp edges or anything across the top or bottom. Now check out this finish. This is a satin finish and it feels beautiful. Check out the flaming or the bird's eye effect here as well. It is really quite beautiful, and this is listed as a thin neck, but it feels really comfortable in the hand. It's definitely not as thin as, say, something like a Charvel. The color of this guitar is called vintage white, and we get a nice gloss body finish, and I really like it. The frets that they've supplied with this guitar are made from nickel. We get a HK 41 plus roller bridge, as you can see from these close-ups. We get Goto SG 381 tuners, and they've been really reliable throughout this entire video. As you heard in that intro track, we get a great sounding set of Gordon Smith P90 pickups in here, and these are single coils. Like most two pickup electric guitars, we get a three-way toggle switch over here so you can select between neck, both pickups, or bridge pickup on its own with the toggle switch in the down position. We get one volume control and one tone control, and if you take a look closely here, you can see that they've actually put a little indicator as to where maximum is, which is all the way forward. Now this HK41 trem comes from Japan, so this particular model allows you to do a few different things. So to insert the whammy bar, you just simply push it in and that's it. So there's no locking mechanism on there whatsoever. But you can see that there's not a lot of movement from this part, which is fantastic. It all happens underneath this particular plate. And another benefit to this is if you want to lock it off, you can simply use this and you're good to go. So now it's hard-tailed, and this section here won't move whatsoever. It looks like we get a brass nut on this as well, which is something I don't see very often, and it actually matches the Gordon Smith logo on the headstock here. I dig it. Included with the guitar, we get a nice gig bag. This isn't anything too premium, but it's definitely better than not getting a gig bag or needing to buy one later. It comes with a few accessories and tools here located in the front pouch. It's just great to see a company still making or providing gig bags. Now, being that this is handcrafted in the UK, you might think it costs something like Fender custom shop prices, but it doesn't, which is fantastic. So it's a much more affordable custom shop electric guitar. You can change everything from the pickups, the scale length, everything that you want on this guitar. So it's pretty cool. They give you like a base model shape to work with, and then you can pretty much do whatever you like with it. If you want to check out that builder, I'll also link it down in the description box. All right, let's kick it off with some basic chord stuff on the clean channel of my Marshall DSL 40CR. Now I've got the amp mic'd up with an Austrian Audio OD5 and an AEA N22 ribbon microphone. This amp's loaded with a Texas Heat speaker from Eminence. This is neck pickup, here we go. It's nice and full range, nice lows and highs over to both pickups. kind of got that Tally-esque kind of sound. And over to bridge. So while that clearly doesn't have as much low end as the neck pickup, and that's normal, you get a lot of attitude on the top. It sounds pretty cool. Let us know what you think. Let's try the Whammy Bar with some clean tones. So this is neck pickup. So interestingly enough, with this Whammy Bar, you can kind of position it into a sort of secured spot like this, but as you use it, it wants to just fall down. Now, I've emailed the company about this. It just doesn't seem to secure itself in that well, but if you're happy with it just sort of being loose or pointing down, then you'll be in business. But I did notice that it's hard to keep it in this spot like I can with, say, my PRS SE Custom 24, so just keep that in mind. Over to the crunch channel on my amplifier now with the gain at 9 o'clock, so most of the way down. I'm also going to show you the dynamics on this particular guitar, starting on the bridge pickup with the volume at about half. So that's dead clean, right? If I turn up. Over to neck. The low end response is really quite tight and punchy. It never seems to get too carried away on the low end there. So if you're a blues player, you can definitely get away with that. I'll turn my volume down on the neck pickup. Back up. So you can ride your volume control definitely on this guitar and make it work. And now with the gain on the amplifier up a little bit, we're going to go for some old school classic rock style sounds, starting on neck. Over to bridge. That middle position really brings the brightness alive. I dig it. Yeah, all right. Let's go for some high gain tones now, starting on the bridge pickup. So this is with the gain on the amp at about 1 o'clock. And now I've got the gain cranked on the ultra gain channel. So this is the highest gain channel on the amp with the gain at 1 o'clock. So this really goes kind of crazy. And if these P90s can handle this, they can handle anything. So let's give it a go. Starting on the bridge pickup. Man, this sounds great with high gain. I actually kind of prefer it with a bit of drive, but let us know what you think. And lastly, while we've got the gain cranking, let's take a look at the tone control. I'll start with it all the way wide open on the bridge pickup, and then I'll incrementally turn it all the way down, see if we can get that woman tone. Here we go. Almost goes into that sort of Carlos Santana territory there. So the tone control is really musical, even with it all the way down. It sounds pretty great, or all the way on, I should say. And this is back off. Let's wrap this up. I'm going to give you my final thoughts on the Gordon Smith Gatsby electric guitar. So playability on this is fantastic. These pickups feel great to play. They sound great. They're nice and focused. They have all the top end there, and they never get flubby or weird on the low end, especially on that neck pickup. It really did have a great tone, both clean and dirty. Now these frets feel nice as well. There's no sharp edges, but the neck feels like I've been playing it for years. It really does feel comfortable in the hand. The Goto tuners have also been very reliable throughout this video. Once I tuned it up a couple of times, I was good to go, and even after using the tremolo arm, the tuning stability was still very good. When it comes to the tremolo arm, I did hear back from DI Music, and it might have been user error here. So what you've got to do is push it in. I was pushing it in quite firmly, but you've got to kind of push it in with your palm, and then it stays put a whole lot better. But I think after using it for a while, like if I was to use it for a bit, or if I was to push it out of the way and then bring it back up, it's eventually going to still need to be pushed down again. So just keep that in mind. It's not locked in there like you might find on other guitars, but it feels way more secure pushing it in that little bit harder than I first thought. And this guitar is completely new to me, so user error on my behalf. But just keep that in mind. It's definitely not the same sort of whammy bar experience that I would find on my PRS SE back here, for example. Overall, this has been a lot of fun. Let us know what you thought of the tones, and let us know what you thought of me using the Marshall DSL 40 back here as well. If you want to check this out, I'll link it down below. Thanks again. Catch you soon. See ya.